Hey guys, Crafty Veteran here, and today I've got a new review and discussion about the Grayl Geopress that I recently got and tested out. This thing is amazing, so stay tuned. We'll do a review on this. And also, later on in this video, I will reveal how to join the giveaway I'm doing. So last week I talked about a giveaway I'm doing to my subscribers. So stay tuned to the end of this video. We'll talk about my giveaway and how you can enter. So let's get started with the Geopress. So the Geopress is a really awesome piece of gear. I love mine. I'm probably gonna get maybe a few more, honestly, for my wife and find my kiddo and just some backup cartridges. So what this is a water bottle, but it's also a filter. It's all in one. So what that looks like, take this off. It's really tight. It's tight on purpose. So this is the outer cup, basically, and this is what you would fill water with, okay? Now, why would you even want to use a filter? Well, obviously, if you're a hiker or backpacker, camper, or if you're in an emergency situation and you need some clean water, you might want something like this. So how it works is you would take this off, remove it, fill up this with some water. It could be water from a stream, lake, pond, swamp, pool, even with chlorine, like pretty much any water you can find. Fill it up with this, then you're going to place the cup back in, and then you're going to push down on your hands. You're going to push it down, and as you're pushing it down, all that dirty water in here is getting filtered through this filter cartridge right here. And then all of the water will be pooling in to the inside of this. It'll be going into the inside, and it'll be very pure, clean water. This cartridge is certified to remove 99.9% pretty much everything. Protozoas, pathogens, bacteria, chemicals, heavy metals, plastics, pretty much everything you can think of. Cryptosporidium, giardia, anything that can make you sick or kill you, this will filter it. I was first introduced to this thing from the Pathfinder instructors at the Pathfinder school. They've got lots of videos on these things. They use them, they swear by them, and that's what first turned me on to these things. And I've used it now, I've tested it out, and you'll see here in a few minutes where I actually bring this out to a swamp and I filter water and drink it, and it worked great. So it's a great thing in a pinch. Like I said, if you love camping, maybe you're hiking, whatever, you're thirsty, maybe you're running out of water from what you had in your pack, you can drink tons of water. This cartridge lasts for 350 cycles, so 350 presses and filtering basically. And that is, I believe, 64 gallons. This is the 24 ounce version. Geopress is also an ultra press version, which is a little bit smaller and slimmer. And that one was like 16.9 ounces, but I want the bigger version because I want more water, more cycles, basically, but I probably will get the smaller version eventually. Anyways, yeah, you've got, just in those one cartridge alone, I've got so much gallons of like pretty much guaranteed clean water. As long as you've got like a creek near your house or a pond or a lake or whatever, that's pretty much guaranteed water. Or if you're going camping or hiking, find some water, and you can, 8 seconds is all it takes to push it down, and you got clean drinking water. Now, obviously, I'm not saying just use this for purifying water. I'm a huge advocate on having metal containers in general for purifying water. Boiling water is one of the oldest ways of purifying water, and it's one of the most effective. It's pretty much the go-to way in general for purifying 99.9% of everything. Like it's amazing, but it takes time and energy and resources to gather the wood, make the fire, boil it takes time. This thing takes 8 seconds, so it's very convenient. I would have both of these things for sure if I were you. You can have other things too, like iodine tablets are good for purifying water in a pinch, but iodine isn't as effective as either of these. It doesn't reliably kill Cryptosporidium, and that is a protozoa that can jack you up for sure. These can take care of crypto easily. So what else we got? It's very durable. It costs about almost $100, but they usually have some kind of deal on their website. You can get 15% off for signing up for their newsletter, or like through Facebook, I always see little ads like 10% off your first order if you use this or that. Or I actually got, my deal was I got a free cartridge for my first order, so I have a backup cartridge as well. So I've got tons of future gallons of water from between this one and the other one, over like 120. And each cartridge, when it's not opened, lasts 10 years. So for preparedness-minded people that are afraid of, you know, actual tangible threats because of supply chain issues and shortages and just the chaos that our world has right now, if you've got one of these and some backup filters, they're gonna last like a decade, and that's tons of future water for you. That's clean and safe to drink. So that's pretty cool. It's a great preparedness item. It's a great item for, you know, in a pinch, or if you just need some water when you love being outdoors. It's awesome. So take a look at my footage right here. I'll be testing it out. This footage was from like a week ago. I wanted to wait a week just to show that I didn't get sick. I mean, I really did not. I drank out of a local swamp type little pond thing that's really disgusting before I filtered it, and it was fine when I filtered it. But yeah, I wanted to wait a week just to see if I would get sick, just to really test it out, even though I know I wouldn't. But yeah, I did not get sick. I have no way to prove that to you guys. You just have to trust me, but I really did not get sick. And I actually have IBS, so I get sick pretty easily. But yeah, check out my video, or check out this footage right here, and then we'll come back to you guys after. Thanks. All right, so I'm at my local swamp here in my town. I'm gonna be testing this out in this disgusting water. There's fish in here, there's tons of bugs, frogs, turtles, birds frequently come in here. It's really, really nasty. I'd probably get sick from drinking it straight. I guarantee there's probably cryptosporidium in here or other kinds of protozoa that you don't want to drink. So I'm gonna test this out, put it through the ringer, see how well it does. But before I do that though, I am going to pre-filter it with my Shimag. Not that I have to, but it will increase the longevity of that filter. So if you've got really, really nasty water, I'd recommend getting some kind of cloth or rag. Bandana's fine, and then pre-filter it first, and that'll just increase that longevity of the filter. I mean, you don't want to put it more stress on this filter if you don't have to, but I'm going to pre-filter it first, and then you will see the difference in coloration after I actually use the Grayl to filter it correctly. So what I'm going to do is take this Shimag, I'm going to put it over the opening like so, squeeze the bottom. I'm also going to make it a little bit looser right there, squeeze that nice and good. Then I'm going to duck it in there, fill it up. Letting the air out. Okay. Take a look at this water. So, it actually looks pretty clear, which is great. It's still filthy, I'm sure, but it is definitely pretty nasty. But as you can see, with that pre-filter, there's not, you know, like bugs or any kind of junk or stuff like that. So it is a little bit more clear. And next, I'm gonna filter it. So, you're gonna make sure that you don't want this fully sealed. If it's completely sealed, this top little nozzle, then the air won't be able to release and you can't really push it down. So you want to have it a little bit loose, or you can take it off completely, it doesn't really matter. We're going to push it on there, and then both these sides you're going to push down with your body weight. Actually, I'm going too fast here, guys. You can do that, but there also is a line right there, which mine is. The water is right there, so you want to make sure that when you fill it up, it's right at that line, otherwise it's just going to overfill and spill out. But you want it to be right at that line. That's how much you're going to be drinking for the most part. So get that going, and then you're just going to push it down. And it is a slow process because it's really working through that filter. Not super slow, obviously, but use that body weight to your advantage. There you go. And then from here, you can drink straight from the top. You could even take this off, the bottom part. And all that water inside, this is now clean. And then, yeah, this is still dirty on here, but it's completely separate. This whole top part is separated from the outer cup. All the clean, purified water is now inside. So let's do a taste test. Tastes like normal water. Zero taste, tasteless, like pure water almost. That's really good. So let's get back and then talk some more about this. All right, guys, and really quick, I wanted to show you a little tip for you. This tip is good for the Grayl, but also any kind of other container you're going to use to fill up water, whether it's a canteen or a bottle, whatever. So as you can see, this little stream, it is coming down from this direction, and we are going to fill up some water. Now with the Grayl 2, or almost any container, it's definitely recommended to use running water or a stream compared to a stagnant water source like that kind of swamp I just used. But yeah, running water is going to be your best bet. It's going to be safer, generally speaking. But the tip is, a lot of times people will turn their bottle facing towards the flow of water. I think that's just because maybe we're thinking that it's going to fill up faster or something. I used to do that. But what I recommend, and what other pretty big survivalists recommend, guys that I learned this from, is turn your bottle the opposite way, going away from the flow of water. The reason why is because when you are tilting it this way, other junk in the water, sediments, bugs, leaves, unnecessary junk could get into your bottle pretty easily. If you turn it the opposite way and you push it down and submerge it, the water will still pool into it, but the current will still be pushing all that junk away from the opening of the bottle. So it just is a little tip, gives you a little bit more clarity into the water compared to facing away. It's the same thing, just duck it down, and you're good to go from there. Alright guys, so hopefully that demonstration was helpful. Hopefully you guys got a better understanding of how this thing works. Again, if you guys are come across like a very dirty, kind of murky source of water like a pond or a swamp, I would definitely recommend pre-filtering it with like a rag or a shamag or whatever. You don't necessarily have to, but I would recommend it just because that's less strain on the filter, okay? So the less amount of kind of harder junk, sediment going through this, the longer it's going to last, but it still is supposed to last for a very long time. And what else we got? So, some things I kind of forgot in the first half of this video. It's BPA free, which is great. You don't have to worry about the BPA nonsense at all with this thing. And also, the cartridge itself, the active technology in the cartridge is ultra powdered activated carbon and electroabsorption. That's the fancy stuff that they use for this. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on it. I just know that between that electroabsorption and that activated carbon, that's going to remove or filter pretty much everything. I can also put a link down below in my description about the maker of Grayl. He goes into a lot more. You guys can do a deep dive if you want to, and he will talk more about how this works. But it is certified. I'll post this right here so you guys can just see how legit this thing is. And it is great, guys. $99, discounts available. There is the Ultra Press version, which is $10 cheaper, so like $89.99. It is lighter, smaller, and it doesn't hold as much water, obviously, because it's smaller, but it's still compact and convenient, and it's another option for you as well. I'll probably get it in the future because that thing is pretty sweet. What else we got? So, how about the giveaway? So, to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment down below telling me what your current methods are of purifying water. Okay, whether it's using a metal container to boil water, or maybe you have some iodine tablets, or maybe a different kind of filter system like the Sawyer or a Life Straw or something like that, leave a comment down below what you currently have. And if you don't have anything or you can't think of anything, then leave a comment below about what one you would want to get in the future. Okay. Just thought this could be fun way to enter the giveaway. It's easy. So be a subscriber, leave a comment down below about what you have or what you would plan on getting if you don't have anything. And I will announce the winner probably sometime next week. I'll let you guys know ahead of time in the community tab. I'll make a post, and then I will announce the winner in the community tab as well through a post. And for those of you that don't know what the giveaway prizes are, if you didn't see my last video, my last live stream, I'm going to be giving away a bag of Bigfoot Bushcraft fire plugs. These things are awesome. They're like all weatherproof fire plugs that'll burn for about 5 minutes. Nice pack of them, and they are really great for making fires. I'll also be giving away one of my Crafty fire bracelets that I make, and you can make fires with this cool bracelet. And last but not least, I'll be giving away a big bottle of Vitaleone olive oil. This is pretty much the best olive oil you can buy. Like literally, you can't get olive oil like this on the market. This comes from my family from Sicily, Italy. They make this themselves, and I want to share it with the world. So get one of these. They have a website you can buy this stuff at, but I'm going to give away one of these to a lucky winner. It's amazing, tastes great, smells great. All of the olives come from their own property. They've been making olive oil for like 100 years. And yeah, if you go to the store and buy olive oil, even if it says product of Italy, usually it'll also say these olives come from Spain or Greece on the back of the bottle. All of this pure olive oil comes straight from their property from Sicily, Italy. And it is amazing stuff. So, bottle of this, bag of this, and this bracelet. Those are the prizes. One lucky person will win. So, stay tuned guys for that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.